Hey, Doug Bair here, the Philly Suburb Realtor with eXp Realty. In today's video, we're just going to be going over the home buying process from start to finish. This is probably geared more toward first-time home buyers, but if you haven't bought in a while, maybe you just want to familiarize yourself with how it works. Today's video is definitely going to be for you. Please, before we go on any further, like, subscribe, and comment. It definitely helps my channel and helps me put out more educational videos like this one. So just a little bit about me and the Doug Bair team. We service Montgomery County, Bucks County, Berks County, Chester County, Lehigh Valley, and Philadelphia, all in Pennsylvania. We're established in 2020, and we just have one motto, and we put our clients' best interest first, period. That's all we care about. Alright, so I put together a little snapshot of the entire home buying process from start to finish. Right here we have number 1 is meet with a real estate professional. Number 2 is get pre-approved. Number 3 is get put on a home search and then start searching for a home. Number 4, once you find that home that you love and you want to purchase, you make an offer. Number 5, during that offer period, you're going to have to negotiate. Maybe not in this crazy 2021 market. Usually they just ask for highest and best right off the bat because you're most likely going to be competing against multiple other offers. But in the case that you're not, then you'll be able to negotiate, go back and forth with the seller and the listing agent. And number 6 is going to be when you get your offer accepted, then you're going to be under contract, or in other words in escrow. Number 7 is going to be going over all the final details. A lot of this is just going to be getting your lender the documents needed to keep the mortgage process running smoothly. You're going to be just dotting all I's and crossing all T's. A lot of paperwork during this, and then the final thing is closing day, and that's when you're a homeowner. So the first thing to figure out is going to be, are you ready to buy? And some indicators for if you are ready to buy would be steady income, low to medium debt, you have the amount of cash needed for the down payment and closing costs. Usually you'll need at least 2 months of pay stub and bank statements. If you are self-employed, it's going to look a little differently. That's something that feel free to reach out to me and see how that works as well. But for the most part, you're going to be looking at just 2 months of pay stubs and bank statements, and 2 years with the same company or in the same industry. Alright, next step is going to be getting pre-approved. So this is where you're going to choose your lender, fill out the loan application, and then you'll get approved with a pre-approval letter, which is basically your ticket to putting an offer on a home. You definitely want to take the advice of your real estate agent on what lenders they have worked with before. Usually good real estate agents or agents that have been around for a while have built business relationships with lenders based off of they serve their clients the best, so that's who they choose to use when they get new clients looking to purchase. So definitely want to take the advice of maybe who to use when it comes to a lender from your real estate agent. Next up is going to be your home search. So this is where you and I will sit down and discuss what you're looking for in a home in terms of location, pricing, square footage, bedrooms, bath, style, features, school districts, and a lot of other criteria as well. When I have a better understanding of what you're looking for and the lifestyle that your family has, it'll give me a better idea. I'll be able to create a home search more tailored toward you instead of just getting every home that's listed that you might not be interested in at all. Now during the home search process, we'll be going over what tools to use in terms of your home search. For me as the agent, I use the MLS, which is the multiple listing service where all agents list their properties for sale on that platform. I also have a network of over 55,000 agents at my brokerage that I can be reaching out to for any local or national listings. If you're not in the Pennsylvania area, I can help you out with that as well. And then my website. Obviously, if you go on my website, you'll be able to search any home that's on the MLS currently active. You'll be able to see that on my website as well. When it comes to what the client or you are going to be doing is checking out the website. My website will have everything any other website has, but also keep your eye out for yard signs, open house signs, model homes, friends, and for sale by owners, or otherwise called FSBOs. And then the high-tech tools, that's going to be the automated home search that I set up for you that pulls directly from the MLS and it's going to have the most up-to-date and accurate information, so it's definitely important to have that set up first before going to looking on all the other websites and home searching platforms. So you found the home that you want to make an offer on, and now it's time to do that. So the first step would be, for me, your agent, call the listing agent and find out what the seller wants in an offer. Obviously, price is going to be a big selling point. The seller wants to net a certain amount of money when they sell in order to be comfortable accepting an offer. It's my job to get an idea of what that number is for them. But there's also other things that are important to the seller as well. Maybe they want to settle on a specific date. If they've already got their next home purchased and their settlement date for that is already set up, it would be advantageous for them to set up the same settlement date, or at least a day prior, so they have the funds in time. It's also how many inspection contingencies you choose. I always recommend getting a home inspection to all my clients, but in this crazy 2021 market, a lot of times people have to waive it, but we can get creative with doing what's called kind of a pre-inspection walkthrough, and we can discuss that once we meet together to put your home search together, and once we start looking at homes. Definitely want to figure out the down payment and financed amount. The more you put down, the more serious you're going to look to the seller, so it's definitely important to keep that in mind. Inclusions, washer, dryer, refrigerator, those are the most common included in the home. Just want to make sure that it is on the agreement of sale. Your offer is going to be either accepted, counteroffered, or declined. And in this market, it's usually going to be either accepted or declined. There used to be counteroffering going on from the seller back to the buyer negotiation period, but with this crazy 2021 market, you're most likely not the only offer. So usually listing agents just ask for highest and best offers due at a certain point, and then they'll just choose whichever one they want. Hey, congrats on getting your offer accepted. Now it's time to get the initial deposit money to the either title company or the listing brokerage. That's going to be found out on the MLS by myself, and I'll be able to tell you who and where to send it to. After that, if you've elected inspections, you're going to want to set it up. Usually it's going to be you have a 10-day inspection period unless you add more time in the agreement of sale. So you're going to want to get them scheduled as soon as possible. The appraisal is going to be ordered for the mortgage. You're going to want to try to set up home insurance as soon as possible and finalize mortgage details and the final walkthrough. The final walkthrough is definitely important because you're going to want to make sure that the seller, when they were moving all their stuff out of the home, that they left it in the condition that you saw it in when you first made the offer. Alright, so here's a little breakdown of closing costs, what all you're going to be paying for throughout the process. Most of it's going to be due at the closing table, aside from any home inspections you do or anything that would be considered a service. So a home inspector going out to the home to provide a service and give you the home inspection report is going to be something that needs to be paid for before closing costs, as well as the initial deposit money is going to be applied towards your down payment and closing cost amount though. Here's the breakdown of everything that we can expect to see as part of your closing costs. For a more detailed and specific toward you, we'll definitely, when you and I meet, we're definitely going to go over closing costs before making any offer at all, so you know what to expect. Now you've made it to closing. That's awesome. Congratulations. This is the big day for you. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm going to be accompanying you to closing, answer any questions, verifying the closing paperwork matches our purchase contract. When you come to closing, you're going to want to make sure you bring 2 forms of identification. Make sure that everybody who is on the contract is present for closing, because everybody that's on the contract needs to sign. If it's not possible to be there, that's okay. We can do something called what's called a deed package, which is where we sign ahead of time in front of a notary, and then you guys give your agent, myself, authorization to sign on your behalf at the closing table. So you're also going to want to bring your certified check or wire down payment, which is going to be the closing cost and down payment. That depends on the title company. Most of the time they're okay with the check. Sometimes if it exceeds a certain amount, they prefer it to be wired, but that's something that we'll figure out well before closing day. Alright, so that's the breakdown of the whole home buying process from start to finish. just a brief overview. Here's my contact information. Please feel free to reach out if you have any other questions. Even if you're not looking in Pennsylvania or in an area that I service, I have a whole network of 55,000 agents across the country and in other countries as well, that I'd be able to hook you up with a really good one in each area. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe on my channel. I really appreciate it, and have a blessed day.